Hey everyone, I hope you are doing so well and you're getting a chance to enjoy this absolutely gorgeous fall day that we're having. It feels like it's summer. It's so beautiful. So the sun is streaming in from the window. I'm soaking it all in, and I hope you are too. I'm in a new spot. We haven't moved or anything. Home is still home. I just am filming in another spot in the house because my desk and office area are just under a little bit of a refab. So I will get back up there when we have a chance. Anyways, I wanted to come on. I know it's been a long time since you've heard from me. I'm still here and I still plan to connect with you guys more regularly now. But I had been going through court and I had put so many of my energy eggs, as I can call them, into that basket that when it was over, it was just exhausting. And so I'll give you a little bit of information around that, and then I may or may not be able to go into all the details about the process of court and all of that here, but I will try. I say that because it is very emotionally, psychologically, physically, in every way possible draining. And I thought I was going in there to present my case and to tell the judge about the abuse that we had suffered for all these years, and that somebody that works in family law could immediately see it and understand it and be able to sort of put boundaries in place to protect my children and I. And that was absolutely not what happened. In fact, it was the exact opposite. Um, so I could say that I'm traumatized, and that would be an honest statement. It was very traumatizing. It was exhausting and disappointing. In the end, I think we got an order that will work for my family. And I just want to get back to being the best parent that I can be and love all my kids and give them the best future that I can possibly provide for them. So I am glad to put that behind me. We had one last section of the court to do, and that was supposed to be costs. So all the major decisions were made, and then the judge asked us to come back if we couldn't agree on how much he would owe me for putting us through the process of court and refusing to negotiate. So when we got that cost judgment back, that was a huge slap. The judge was particularly cruel and unkind and said some really terrible things about me. So, which don't lie in anywhere in reality. So for a little bit, it was really discouraging and upsetting that she could have gotten it so wrong. But then through prayer and just meditating on the word of God and meditating on um, music and just worshiping God and talking to friends and family, it was really encouraging to know that I had all this support, and that, you know what a judge that has met me for 9 days says about me doesn't matter. It's what God is going to say about me in the day that I stand before him and give an account of my life. And it's what I believe of myself, and it's the standards I hold myself to every day as a parent. And what matters is what my children's experience of me as a parent is, and what matters is how I show up for them every day. And so I put that behind me, and I pray for her because she obviously is in a dark place, and she doesn't see the world through good lenses or joyful eyes. And so I just hope that good things come to her and that she doesn't continue to take this sort of backwards attitude into cases where families aren't as tough as nails as we are and would be really broken by the things that she says and does. So, yeah, pray for the judges in your community and your cases. Pray that truth will prevail. Pray that they will have a soft heart towards the children and do what's right. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. So in all of that, I grown so much, and I just thank God for all of the sort of pits and valleys he's lifted me out of and put me to stand on mountaintops and just comforted me when I cried more than anyone would know. And so just continue to walk in your faith and um, to just trust that God will work it all out for you and for your children. So the other part of this is I was putting my energy into a lot of what other people were saying to me. I was sort of feeling like how can I put it? Feeling like I needed other people to support me and comfort me and help me along the way. If I can put like a picture to that idea, it would be like I was a wounded soldier. And so I needed people to come along and like help me bandage up this wound and that wound and speak kind words to me. And I think that there is throughout this narcissistic abuse recovery journey, there are definitely times that you 100% need that. You need to have people along your journey that lift you up and care for you because you are a survivor of abuse. But not only a survivor of abuse, you're a survivor of intense abuse. It is not just physical, it's not just emotional, it's just not just psychological, it's not just sexual, it's in so many ways. It's the manipulation, it's the breaking of this trust bond, it's the idea that the people that were supposed to care for you and be there for you were the very people that were harming you. There's so many levels to it. So you really start to lean on the good people that God has provided in your life. And I appreciate every single one of them. And I plan to do a video where um, I plan to do a video where I just share all the wonderful ways that God took care of us through our community and through friends and through family. And I'm telling you, when I say family, that is a very small portion because the family that we once knew left us in this time of need. So, if you think you're struggling, I just implore you to call on God and ask Him for strength. And if you have a trusted friend, you are more than blessed and just continue moving forward. Getting out of abuse is hard, but staying in abuse is 10 times harder. So I would never encourage you to do that. Um, so getting back to what I said, I felt like I was sort of being pushed and pulled, not in a negative way necessarily, but by well-meaning people that care for us, giving me suggestions and advice and just listening to a lot of noise. And I feel like it brought a lot of fear out in me. I was kind of coming out of this process made me a fearful person to begin with, but hearing all these different opinions, like you should do this, or you should give this person a call, or you need to get this person involved, or it just made me I felt fractured. I felt like I was being split up into a million different pieces, and I was trying to um, respect the fact that these people care about me and are well-meaning and want what's good for me. And I was trying to follow the advice um, to A, find a way through the difficult legal system, B, thank them for offering the advice by trying to use it and see, like, I just didn't know what I was supposed to do. So I thought, well, these people know what they're doing or talking about or suggesting. So I'm going to follow that. So for those three reasons, like, I just felt like I was following all kinds of advice. It was good advice, but it was the wrong advice for me, I think. And actually, you really never know. It could be the perfect advice. It could be what is the right thing to do. But there were so many pieces of advice. And by trying to follow all of them, it's like trying to go on a journey and getting 17 different maps and not knowing how to get from point A to point B yourself. So you're trying 17 different avenues and then trying to sort of turn back or backtrack or flip to another map to try to get to the same destination with someone else's map. And it's just so confusing and exhausting and mentally like draining. And so I was watching something on Instagram. I am rarely ever on Instagram. Like I could tell you on one hand how many times I've been on Instagram. And I ended up like just coming across this girl and um she was just talking about energy and how, like, in this world, there's negative and positive energy. And like when the negative and the positive energy are interacting or like highly charged, that it sort of gives like this electricity to others to feed off of. And so when I heard that, I was like, oh my goodness. Like that's what happened in the courtroom. Like that was what happened. It like when you're willing to fight hard for something, um, I feel like that it creates that negative and positive energy between you and whoever you're willing to fight with over it. And even though you're fighting for what's right, it's feeding this like supercharged energy and it was draining my energy. I was exhausted. I didn't have the fight in me anymore. I didn't want to fight. I just wanted to go back to living my life. And so I'm really grateful for stumbling across that Instagram post and just being like, you know what? I could go back to court. I'm right and I have a point and this is what's right for my kids. This is what's right for my family. But then I'm just feeding into the negative back and forth. I just want to move forward positively and into good things and into good things for my children, into good things for me. And the more I look backwards and try and fight with what was and try to make it right, the less time I have for just building the life that I truly want. So I'm leaving all that stuff behind. What is it. Whatever is. Whatever was. And God has bigger and better things going forward. And I just want to keep my eyes on that and let this stuff behind go. So I really encourage you to do the same thing. I hope that this wasn't too confusing because I didn't give you a lot of the details that would make it like make you understand it entirely like it should be. But please let me know in the comments if you get my point and just focus on your future. Focus on the good that will be waiting for you when you leave all the destructive and manipulative and bad behavior of the past in the past and stop trying to hold them accountable or any of that. Um, and I also came across this meme that said, this is your daily reminder to not absorb other people's whack energy. So I'll leave you with that. Hit that subscribe button. I will be coming out with videos more often, and I look forward to talking to you in the next one. Bye.